What up, guys? It's your girl Najla here, the life curator. Listen, I wanted to pop in really quick and just talk about something that's been super pervasive: relationships. But not talking about the happy relationships, although I'm happy for those people. Specifically the toxic relationships, right? You see a lot of this on social media. You see a lot of times people posting that they make a post and they're crying and brokenhearted and behind a relationship that didn't last. So here's something that God dropped on my spirit and I wanted to share and be obedient to him, right? The reality of it is a lot of times when we go through these toxic situations and stuff is not meshing, if you would, meaning that, like, let's say you're always butting heads, you gotta explain yourself, someone doesn't get your jokes, and that might be a smaller example. But long story short, it's just like oil and water, you don't mix. Here's the reality: at the end of the day, the person that God has for you, you won't have to, one, go outside of his will to get, right? Two, you won't be sinning to get the person that God has for you. And three, quite frankly, you're not going to be bumping heads or butting heads with the person that God has for you. Now, that's not to say you won't have problems. Every relationship has problems, yes, but they're not the simple remedial type of problems that you see a lot of people experiencing. And when you're going through a toxic situation, because we've all been there, when you're experiencing something toxic, that should be one of the telltale signs that is not where God wants you to be. Why do you think that God would bless you with something to bring you strife? Do you think God would actually bless you with someone, a mate, a God-ordained spouse, to bring you grief, that would cheat on you, that would put hands on you, that would do all these kinds of crazy kinds of things? Do you think that that's the type of person that God will bless you with? So I say all that to say is that we've got to be mindful, and my heart goes out to people who feel like they have to be in these relationships that they think is their person. That is not of God. And I pray so diligently, especially for my women, but men experience it too. I pray so diligently that our women will open our eyes and get closer to God and desire the things that God desires for us, because that is not it. So to everyone that's experienced a toxic relationship, to everyone that's either in one or gotten out of one, listen, let the fact that anything, if you get nothing else from this video, let it be this: God will not, I repeat, he will not bless you, bring someone into your life to cause you pain. That is not how relationships work. So let's try to get out of this toxicity. If you feel like, oh, I can't do this alone, listen, reach out to anyone, myself, whoever, to just find the strength, because it's a day-by-day thing. But at the end of the day, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot stay in anything that's toxic, because guess what? The longer you stay in that, the longer you delay what God really has for you, or who God really has for you. So I love you guys. Listen, at the end of the day, let's be at peace and let's love ourselves first. Before we get in any toxic situations, let's love ourselves first. And yeah, that's what I wanted to drop on you guys, because that's what God dropped on me, and hopefully it could help someone at the end of the day. I love you guys. Let me know if there's anything else I could say, to do, to help. And in the meantime, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, all those great things. I love you guys. And until next time, peace.